We should do an entire episode where we're just whispering into the microphone.
This is all for us.
That'd be pretty cool.
This is all for you, Greg.
That'd be a pretty good April Fool's joke.
Welcome to our ASMR discussion about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert right here for the rest of the show. We're going to be talking about the end game.
So turn the volume up too.
See what happened to Gamora. We're all very excited about that.
Get relaxed.
Did Drax get reunited with his family? I don't know. We'll find out.
Get a cool drink.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
I don't know if I could do it
Finger in that
for a whole episode.
And just let it drop. Just rest right on your knuckle there. You feel that? You feel that little bit of cold? Oh, the little shiver. Drip down your arm. Yeah, that's the feeling you'll feel when you finish Guardians of the Galaxy. For modern day systems, it's very exciting.
We could just do the whole show like
do the whole show
ASMR.
like
that. I'm ready to talk about it.
Gotta get up real close to the microphone.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
So,
hello and welcome to episode 786 of the Player One podcast for Tuesday, November 30th, 2021. I am your host, Chris Johnston, and with me, returning from his week-long break or something like that, Mr. Greg Seward from Canada. He's from Canada,
like
y'all.
3 days.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I know it's felt like a week because you missed me so much, but
That's true.
Were you on an actual vacation?
Yeah.
Was this a legit?
A real
did you-
vacation?
yeah,
Did you go anywhere, or was this a staycation?
went to Toronto.
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 Mhm.
Is that a?
Hmm.
I think that's where Doctor Who is from. Toronto?
No,
No, of course not.
Toronto.
That's
That's
Gallifrey.
where
Toronto.
Oh, Toronto. Oh, that's how you
Where Scott
Canadians say
Pilgrim
it.
is from.
Xenoblade
that's right.
Chronicles 2 is set. Yeah.
Is
What?
that accurate?
I don't know. Oh, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And joining me from the great state of Washington, Mr. Phil Theobald.
Hi, it's me. It's Phil.
Hey, Phil.
I'm here.
You were here last week, too.
I was.
How was the show last week?
Huh?
Did you listen? You didn't listen to it?
I listened to some. I tuned in
Uh-huh.
just in time to be part of a Godzilla discussion between Paul and Phil, and it's like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so status quo, and then I turned it off.
Yep. Now,
So you basically heard the whole show.
please keep in mind, CJ was the
Pretty
one
sure.
who presented that question to us.
I'm sorry.
That's his fault.
That was why we went almost 2.5 hours.
Jesus Christ.
The
Well,
regular
we went 2.5
episode.
hours because we had 4 people on.
We
That's
had
what
4
happened.
people on, and it was good. It was a
Oh,
good
yeah,
show.
I
I
mean-
thought it was fun.
I love having the guests on, and we had 2 fantastic guests.
We
But,
did.
you invite more than the standard 3, the show's going to get bigger.
That's just how it goes.
More
The
engorged.
Voltron is going to be larger.
Wait, what?
Is that how that works? You have more lions. Going to have a larger
Could they just
transforming robot. It's just how
throw
it
in
is.
as many as they could get?
That's right.
Yeah.
Got 3 lions. Smaller show. Got 4
Well, 3
lions. Holy shit.
like 2/3 of a robot.
Yeah, well, that's 3 lions. What? No arms?
No arms.
I would imagine you'd want the legs at least.
Torso and arms. Kind of torso and arms.
Someone's got to form the head. That has to be there.
No one's forming the head. No.
But you're not gonna get the blazing sword though. You need the arms for that.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
true. Yeah.
So
I didn't think this thing through, obviously.
nope.
As usual.
Minimum of
What?
5.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
We should have a podcast where we just invite everybody on. Just everybody come to the Melon app link, see how long.
Just post the link on Twitter or something.
Yeah,
and
just
see who shows
everybody
up.
in. Actually, that would not be a good idea. Just post the link. You get a lot of strange things on camera, I'm sure. Phil's froze.
Okay.
And just treat. Did I freeze?
You froze.
Sweet crumpin' cakes.
Sweet Christmas. All right. Anyway, let's get on to some video game news
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Did we even say hi to Phil?
Yeah,
I
we
did.
Okay. I wasn't
Absolutely.
listening.
Yeah, so
I've been
that's
I've been
like
surfing
usual.
Facebook since you guys started talking.
you've been surfing
Usual.
Facebook.
You got to stop doing that, dude.
Jeez, Grandpa.
Yeah. Got to get into the metaverse next.
What's the hot sitch on Facebook these days?
Lots of conspiracies.
Really? About
I don't get very many of those in my timeline.
Oh, I don't
About-
turn them off. They're fantastic.
I can't deal with that.
They're a lot of fun.
see, Greg is stronger willed than CJ, so he
Greg
doesn't have to
welcomes-
mute those.
Yeah.
CJ will get he
Yeah.
knows he'll get sucked right in.
No, I won't.
CJ's a
I'll
sponge.
just end up
Now what is this?
stopping looking at
this?
Facebook.
Apparently there's some sort of chemical trails in the sky. This is interesting. I gotta read more about this.
It's weird, and no one's talking about this.
Yeah.
Someone should tell the
Yeah.
scientists.
Someone should tell the 3 robot Voltron to look into it.
3 robot Voltron controls the banks.
three-
I don't know if you knew about that.
The 3 lion Voltron.
Thanks.
Well,
So
probably
actually,
better.
I did want to ask something
Oh.
up here up front.
Yeah.
It's Black Friday weekend. It's North
It is.
American. Well, it's American Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
not
no,
North
yeah.
American.
yeah,
But we do get Black Friday.
yeah.
You do
It's
get
not
Black
North-
Friday.
Not North American Thanksgiving.
No, American Thanksgiving.
Canada
That's-
and Mexico.
They
Not
already-
celebrating as
Does
much as-
Mexico have a
Nothing to be
Thanksgiving?
thankful for. So
I don't know if they have an equivalent. I would imagine it's not the same Thanksgiving as the United States
No.
of America.
Well, no.
That's because they're a different country.
You're right, Phil. Wow.
Phil's got a point.
You
I have a master's degree, so
You
I
could be
can
the
tell
Black
you-
Lion.
Master's degree in countries that aren't the United States of America. Is that-
exactly. Luxembourg? Nope.
Not
But
America.
so yeah,
Nope,
you have
not
Black
the United
Friday.
States of
Black
America.
Friday everywhere, pretty much. Like even
Yeah.
Japan has Black Friday sales on like, the
infuriating.
PSN store.
Well, it's on the
You know, when I was
World
a
Wide
kid-
Web.
when
Yeah.
I was a kid, we didn't
on the
have
World
Black
Wide Web.
Friday.
you
I was a
didn't have
kid-
it?
No.
No.
We recognize Black Friday as the the true reason for the season.
That's right. And I wanted to ask, do you guys pick anything up for Black Friday?
Yeah, a few things,
Did you?
but nothing big. I mean, mostly just scouring the digital storefronts for
Yeah.
really
That's
cheap
what I do, too.
games.
Yeah, I didn't really get much. I picked up a couple Switch games on the eShop that I'll discuss later in the show.
Yeah.
But
I
didn't
that
go out
too.
I didn't go out to a store and fight
No,
crowds or anything like
no,
that.
No, you'd have to be crazy.
Too old for that.
So I upgraded my Switch
Mhm.
to a 1 terabyte SD micro SD card
Oh,
because that was
There
a
you
deal
go.
of the day on Thanksgiving Day.
yeah.
So I ordered it. Still has not arrived.
What? Oh,
Ordered it
really?
Thanksgiving morning. It
My
was like
son's
supposed
Halloween
to be,
costume still hasn't arrived.
it was supposed
Oh.
to be one of those Amazon like
You'll be ready for next
Uh,
year.
next day delivery between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. Didn't
Oh.
arrive.
Uh-oh.
Then didn't arrive Saturday. And the tracking now says, we're sorry we're so late. Like, it may arrive. The order says it might arrive.
BBD.
But if you want to go ahead and file for a refund now, you go ahead. I'm like,
Oh,
I don't want
geez.
a refund. I want the deal of the day
Right.
price of the thing
Yeah.
that I ordered. So yeah,
Oh boy. How much was your terabyte?
it was $109.
Okay.
So
Do you know the normal
it
price
was
for
like
that?
139
Oh, okay.
is the normal price. So
Okay. So
pretty
30
good-
bucks.
pretty nice discount. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would prefer to pay 109 instead of
Yeah. No, that's
139 if
that's-
possible.
that's just mathematics.
That's just mathematics. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Well, I hope you get your
hasn't arrived.
I hope you get your deal.
I
it
hope I
shows
do
up.
too. I don't want to have to clean the fridge.
Is this one of those like kind of courier delivery situations?
No,
Is
it's
the worst.
Amazon's own delivery service.
Okay,
It's
okay.
not Laser Ship or
Is that a real
anything
thing?
like
Is that a real name?
Laser Ship is a name of a
Laser
courier
ship?
that Amazon uses occasionally. Yeah, and they're
That's-
terrible. They're terrible.
Well, that's because that's
Almost
a
all
made
of
up
those
name.
companies are.
That's
Yeah.
a
That's
made
a
up
made-up
company.
name.
Laser ship.
New Wave Shipping.
Oh boy.
No, but yeah. So I should be getting that. And I also bought some things on the eShop. I bought Cruise and Blast, which we'll talk about a little later.
Oh yeah.
Bought Far Lone Sales, which I heard it's an indie game that I heard was good. So I bought that. It was $3.49. How could I say no? That's
Our loan sales.
Sales.
Okay, spell.
SAILS.
Okay, so like boat sales.
Like both.
Loan.
Far Alone.
Are we,
LONE.
Okay,
Loan.
a loan.
Yeah.
Like a loan.
Loan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Not
So
like
I heard-
someone
I'd heard
is
good
lending
things.
you money to purchase something cheap.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And then I bought the Castlevania Advance Collection.
Oh, good.
I got that as well.
$5 off.
50%
So I
off.
was like,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a very good game.
50% off. What?
It was 50% here. I paid like $10 for it.
Oh wow!
Really?
Look at that.
On the eShop?
Mhm.
Oh, damn.
Call that
Should've-
a win for Canada.
I should have switched to the Canadian eShop, apparently.
Pennies. Everything's just pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that was it. That was the extent of my
I'm
Black
trying to remember
Friday
what else I
shopping.
bought.
Yeah.
I bought that, and I got the Kunio-kun and Double Dragon collection.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh.
cheap too.
12 or $15 or something like
Yeah.
that. And,
I got that when it was cheap. Once before.
what else did I get? I got a couple of things. Good Old Games had a bunch of stuff on for like $3 a piece.
Oh really?
So I got a bunch of old games like the Heretic and Hexagon collection and
Nice.
the Rebel
Mhm.
Assault games and Fallout and Wolfenstein, the original Immortal game.
Oh jeez.
Whoa.
So
You know that just
And,
came out on Switch.
did it?
Yeah. On the
Cool.
eShop. There's a.
Hmm.
It has
It's an interesting game.
the Genesis version and the NES version. I
Oh,
believe.
cool.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, I didn't know, I'd never heard of the Immortal. And
really?
There was the game store that I ended up working at eventually. They did trade-ins, which was unheard of everywhere else at the time. And I went in with some games to trade, and the Immortal was on the shelf. And I was like, well, this looks, and then the back of it had a big dragon. Like the dragon was like a full
Right.
screen. So that was all I needed. And I got that, and it's like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then of course I got a Genesis, and I liked it so much that I ended up grabbing
You
that
bought the
too,
company.
really cheap, and was not prepared for all the gore,
Oh yeah.
but still really good. And then
spatulas so much about the company.
yeah, and then New Wave Toys had a Black Friday sale. I did buy some stuff.
Ah.
Oh, that's right.
Got the got another, because we've got a few more machines coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and my current change machine USB charger is full, so
Oh,
got another
dude.
one for like $20 off.
Nice.
And all of the little arcade carpet like mouse pad style mats are like $5 a piece.
These are the Replicade people.
Yes, for
So
the
make
replicate.
little-
Sorry, yes,
Like 1/6 scale.
Yep.
Arcade machines. Yeah.
because I still have
That's awesome.
I still have 1943 Qbert and Missile Command coming. So
Okay. Yeah. Because those
Wow.
haven't been released, right?
no,
those are-
and that's all of the first wave.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you
So all I'm
have
missing is Centipede.
which was the first one, right?
Yep.
And now it's just stupid
Oh, it's
expensive.
stupidly expensive.
Yeah. Are you gonna crack one day?
No, but I do regret, because when I first started looking for it, I found old stock.
Oh.
You and I talked about this,
Did we?
because it was an American, I think it was Best Buy, had old stock, and it was regular
Oh, okay.
price.
Oh.
And I think you and I had planned that I would buy it and ship
Oh,
it
yeah,
to
that's
you, because they
right.
wouldn't ship to Canada.
Right.
And I just never pulled the
Oh.
trigger. And boy, I wish I had.
Yeah. Really.
Hmm.
Oh well.
There you go.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I guess we can get into some video game news items.
Okay.
Not much happened last
Yeah.
week, but there are a few things. Chief among them, Epic has bought Harmonics.
Are we
Oh.
happy with this or not?
They have acquired Harmonics.
Right.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm looking to CJ to figure
I'm
out whether we're happy or not.
optimistic about this purchase
What
because
part are you optimistic about?
I mean, they bought Psionics and they bought Mediatonic for
Mhm.
Fall Guys and Rocket League, and they haven't changed how those companies work or anything like that. It
Okay.
seems at this stage. So I'm hoping,
Yeah.
fingers crossed, that this means Harmonix will have the funding to do some cool things in the future and not have to rely on publishers or self-fund the stuff themselves,
Hmm.
and that Rock Band stuff will continue to be a thing for the coming foreseeable future. So
Okay.
yeah, so I'm optimistic
Okay.
about it.
I remember when EA bought Origin, and I was optimistic about that.
It was a different time, though. They do say that they're
Yeah, companies aren't as profit driven as they were back then. Now.
Yeah, they I think there was some yes. So what will the Harmonics team work on next? This is in their FAQ on Harmonics'
Fortnite.
website. Our
Hmm.
team will work with Epic to create musical journeys and gameplay for Fortnite.
There it is.
While we're not ready to share any
Say goodbye to
specifics,
Harmonics.
the whole team is incredibly excited to get started. Stay tuned. So yeah,
The whole
music.
team is incredibly excited to have jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have
So
some great new Fortnite
guess-
dances.
I guess we'll see. But I have something like 700 tracks in Rock Band, and it's still backwards compatible on the Xbox. So I'm,
Yes.
I'm fine either way. But I do hope they kind of keep them separate, like they have with the other studios that they purchased thus far, and they will continue to work on fun music games. So
Be nice.
that would be nice. All right, Greg, there's a rumor that one of the games you prevented from getting a platinum award in EGM is going to be remade. So there's a possibility that you can get a redemption for your malfeasance.
I gave it a 9.5.
Yeah.
That means
I
I
thought
like
you
it.
prevented it from getting
Yeah.
a platinum award. You were the one. You were the
Mhm.
one that had the 0.5 off.
Yep.
Aren't you glad you did that before the internet was a big
Oh man. Wow. That would have been terrible.
That would have been a thing. But yes, Chrono Cross is the game that I'm talking about. And
Right.
How
for-
come they're
for
not
the-
doing Chrono Trigger? I don't know. This is the thing I don't understand. Is it seems like
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger is way more popular than
yes,
Chrono Cross.
beloved.
So why?
Well,
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
know.
they know this is their opportunity to right the wrong, to earn that 0.5.
I
that
fully
they
expect
were-
to be
Actually,
headhunted
you.
by EGMnow.com to see that we can.
Are you
should
going
reach
to
out to them?
re-review it and
Yeah, that'd be
Give
pretty
it-
funny. Actually,
give it like a 8.5?
that'd be pretty funny for the audience that would have no clue what the hell's going on.
Exactly.
Would not get the
Exactly.
reference.
And
Oh.
wouldn't remember any of the review group
No.
from back then.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, the rumor is that Chrono Cross, Square's PS1 game, is being remade for multiple platforms, and it could be announced as soon as
Right now.
this Christmas.
Chrono Cross
Right
is
now.
coming. Guaranteed.
Right. So this was one of the things leading credence to this is that Chrono Cross was part of the NVIDIA database leak, which had in it a bunch of things that have already come true,
Yeah.
even though they said that all that stuff was just placeholder dummy text. Apparently not.
Shocking.
Yeah,
Really.
I know. And then there was some rumor that PlayStation was going to announce a remake of some big game. So I guess the big game is Chrono Cross, which yeah, I'm on board with you that Chrono Trigger would be a more exciting remake to announce. But
Yeah.
I guess this is what we're getting. So maybe
Jeez.
it's just a rumor.
Yes, this is okay too. Huh?
It's just a rumor.
A real 9.5 reaction, if you ask me.
I never
Mhm.
played the original Chrono Cross, so I don't know. I don't know if
And
it's
yet
bad or
you gave
good.
it a
I only
10 in
know
EGM.
it didn't get a perfect 10 in EGM, so
Yeah.
I don't play games that don't get 10s.
You've got 2 10s.
It has to have all three.
From
It
two
has
people
to
who
have
didn't-
all three.
From 2 people who didn't play it as much as me, I'm going to say right now.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh,
Shots fired.
There you
shots
go.
fired. Wow.
Hmm.
Yes. So watch out for that. Maybe in the coming.
That's a great intro. The music in the intro of that game is fantastic.
Yeah.
Just
And then Nintendo announced an update to Mario Golf Super Rush that adds more content, 2 new golfers, and 2 new courses, as well as 2 new modes.
does it add tournament mode?
Nope.
Nope.
Huh.
Don't care.
And the disappointing thing about that is that with this announcement, they said this is the last free update for Mario Golf Super Rush.
Huh.
So I guess they're just not going to do a tournament mode.
Who are the
Well,
two
that's
new
free
golfers?
update.
Yeah, they're gonna start charging.
And there'll be a
I
paid
somehow I
DLC?
doubt it.
Yeah.
Somehow I doubt it. Although I'd take that if they added tournament mode, I'd be all for
So
it.
do you think it just didn't perform? Like, do you think that's why? Or are we just at the end of what
I think
they
we're just at
planned?
the end of the cycle. It probably didn't outdo their expectations for it, which is probably why this is the end of the road. But
Mm.
I mean, Animal Crossing, the 2.0 update to that is their quote unquote last major update for that game. And that game sold a
know-
lot and
you know
really
why?
should be something that they support. Yeah, it's over 30 million copies.
Mm.
You know why?
Why?
All these last updates are happening? New Nintendo console announced next year.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a Larrabee lock?
Sure, I'll attribute that to Larry.
is this like when everybody said something was going to happen when that Mario March 31st date was up?
Yeah.
Something's happening. Yeah, no.
Who are the two new golfers though that they are bringing in?
Shy Guy and Wiggler.
Love Shy Guy.
And
yeah.
Wiggler, the
The
caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So in the new mode is Target Golf. There's also a 1-on-1 putt solo challenge where you try to sink the ball in 2 shots.
No.
One
okay.
shot to
Solo
get on the
putts.
green,
And
next
then
shot to sink. So
put it in.
put it in. Yeah.
Put it in. Put
Put
it
it
in.
in.
And 2 courses are the Shelltop Sanctuary and All-Star Summit. So those are the 2 new things, and that's it. I guess that's all we're getting from Mario Golf Super Rush. Very disappointing. But,
I mean,
oh
I'd
well.
say you've just described the game.
Very disappointing in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, online tournaments, man. Why?
That's all it needed.
Why? I'm still playing on the P1 Discord. We have Mario Golf channel, and we're still doing tournaments in there. So it's still fun. Boot up that game every week and play some golf.
Oh yeah.
But I wish it had an official tournament system. Alrighty, let's get into what you've been playing. And I'll go first. Ha!
Reading.
Ha! Gotcha.
Yeah.
Shocking use of power.
I've been playing Halo Infinite. Played some more of that online. Some of it with the Player One community on the Discord.
Mhm.
Got a party together and played some Halo Infinite. You know, that game, I still find it super fun to play, even though my kill death ratio, whatever, is terrible. I still enjoy playing it. It's a fun game. The mechanics are fun. The shooting feels satisfying. Even if we lose, I have a fun time playing.
Do they blame you when you lose?
No, because I have voice chat off. So maybe they do, but they're screaming into the void.
So they absolutely do.
So
You
they
just don't
may
have
be
to hear it.
blaming me.
Yeah.
They may be calling me all sorts of gamer words, but I don't hear it.
Oh,
because-
don't say that.
What?
There was a
Oh.
streamer this week who was I really don't like how terrible language has somehow become gamer words.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
like I just saw somebody got in trouble on Twitch for using a slur.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say which one.
During a
And
charity stream.
During a charity stream.
Oof. I mean,
Which
worse.
come on.
oof regardless, but
Yeah. And
jeez.
but that's the thing. The tweet was, I got in trouble. I got banned for using a gamer word
oh dear.
on the stream. It's like, oh, screw you, man.
Oh
That's
dear.
But that's
You're
what people call
terrible. Anyway, sorry.
it. Yeah.
You
So
triggered me when you said that. So
they may be yelling at me, but I don't hear them, and that's
Right.
just the way I like it.
that's the way it should be.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not going to play any ranked games because then I definitely would get yelled at for dragging other people's rank down. Like, I'm going to keep in the casual playlist. And Big Team Battle chief amongst them, because then you have 12 other people, and if I'm playing with 12 other people on my team, someone's bound to be worse than I am. So
I mean, that's just
Are they?
math.
that's just math. Exactly.
It's a
I have a
small
feeling-
percentage, but it's a percentage.
I have a feeling that if I were to play on such a team, I would consistently be the worst performer.
And it wouldn't matter because we're having
No.
fun. We're having fun. It's video games.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be fun, right? Rad
Theoretically.
Dad Gamer in the chat says rank doesn't decrease now. Well, that does.
There you go. See,
That doesn't make it any more likely that I'll play in ranked mode. No.
Hmm.
But anyway, yeah. So I played a bunch of that.
Yeah.
Some with Sean Capri and his podcast community. He does a Halo thing on Saturdays. So I played like some big team battle matches where all 24 players were people from his community. So that was really fun.
nice.
So we're all in Discord playing, and yeah, it's a fun game. I don't think once the campaign comes out, I think I'm going to be spending more time in that over multiplayer, especially because with the season progression, I just don't feel like I'm going to chase any of that stuff. Like I'm not going to do any. You can only advance seasonal progression by doing the daily and weekly challenges or the weekly challenges. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. So I'm basically dead in the water on Halo Infinite multiplayer. So yeah. But for now, it's a bit of fun before the campaign comes out.
Yeah, I'm mostly
on
just
the
looking forward to the campaign. I think I'm excited to play that.
Yeah. And
Although
then
they did announce that the co-op campaign is like March, or
May.
May. Oh my
Okay.
Yeah,
god.
May.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to play through the campaign in co-op until May,
Oh.
which sort of a bummer, but that's how that's going. And then I also played some Cruise and Blast.
I gotta get this. This wasn't on sale anywhere,
And-
was it?
Yeah,
Is-
it's on sale on the eShop.
Yeah,
like
it's,
how
That's why I
much?
picked it up.
Half off, right?
$24.99 US.
Oh, that's not bad.
or it's not quite half off, but
Not
What,
quite. No, it was like
15 bucks
30
off or
or
something?
40%,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. I was it's still on sale, right?
Yes, until tonight, I think so.
Oh,
Greg, if
gosh,
you're going to get it, do it now.
I might have to crack
I might
the
wait
knife
for a
in.
Boxing Day sale.
I was looking around to see if I could get the physical
For
version
cheap.
of it. Yeah, because it's also like Best Buy had it on sale for $25 for the physical one, and
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
it's places are selling out of it. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
so-
can get it digitally
I don't know. Okay,
for
yeah,
$25.
is good, right?
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
played,
I've seen
in
good
fact,
things
I
about it.
played some split screen with my daughter
Oh, nice.
who loved it.
Oh, really?
She could not get enough of it
Very nice.
until she tired of it completely and walked away from the controller. But for a while there, for a
Kids
good
is
15
fickle.
minutes,
Kids
she
is
loved it.
fickle.
Yeah, and I think part of it is that it has, rubber banding where,
Mm.
you're not going to be too far away. Even if you put down the controller and don't do anything, it keeps you up with
That's a little much.
yeah, it makes sure that if you did hit the accelerator, you could probably get to the front.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like it. Some of the tracks are too short.
Okay.
But I do really like it. It sort of brings back that same arcade feeling that Hydro Thunder had. A game I sorely miss. But it didn't feel like there was much finesse to it. Like it's very much a visceral, like hold down the accelerator until you get to the end
Yeah.
and press the drift button when you're in a corner. And
Really, from what I watched, even though it's a cruising game, it really reminded me more of San Francisco Rush.
yeah, you are exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
Not that
reminds
that's
me
a
of San
bad thing.
Francisco Rush. Yeah,
Not
not
that
not
was
that that's a
great.
bad thing at all. But it's got the over the top tracks and lots of things happening on screen at once. Like an earthquake will happen in front of you. The track will just break away and you'll be falling 500 feet and land on the road.
Yeah.
It's like over the top stuff like that. That's it's a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
I'm happy with that purchase. Cruise and Blast, $24.99 was the right price. for that for me. So
Right.
yeah, I'm happy about that. I want to unlock some of the crazier cars too, because there are school buses and like a unicorn and things like that.
Well, that's not
I'm
a
sure I can get
car.
my daughter back in on it if
You
she's
lost your daughter?
if she's playing if she's driving a unicorn, then she'd be back in on Cruise
You
Blast.
don't drive. It's not a car. It's an animal.
Unicorn car.
It's not a
Yeah,
real animal.
or a school bus. The school bus is another car that it's like on
Right.
the title screen, but not actually like selectable. You have to unlock it. So
Right.
she was very excited about that. It's like, oh, we don't have access to that one yet. So
How do you unlock different vehicles and
collecting
animals, apparently?
keys in each stage, and the keys
Okay.
aren't really that hard to find in each
Okay.
stage. So
Okay.
yeah, seems
Nice.
doable. Yeah, but good number of tracks, it seems. So
Good.
happy about that. But and then I played some Far Lone Sales. So this is an indie game that I'd heard a lot about. I'd heard it was good anyway. I didn't really know all that much more about it. And it reminded me at first of a game like Inside or Limbo, where
Mhm.
you're just kind of thrown in the environment. There's no dialogue, no storytelling happening. And you, as the character, kind of get on this big ship, this big vehicle that at first does not have sails. You collect those later,
Mm.
but you have to push any objects that you can collect off of the ground into the fuel tank, kind of Mr. Fusion style, to power your vehicle.
Okay.
And then there's a lot of running around. So there are buttons on the ship that are in different places. And so you have to like place a fuel cell in the tank, press the button to send the energy to the boiler, and then like start the boiler running. And then when the boiler has built up too much steam, you have to release the steam to keep it from overheating. And there's a lot of different things. So basically it's almost like a one player Overcooked suddenly, where you're running from place to place in the ship trying to, get more fuel, get the steam taken care of, raise the sails once you get those, and then also stop the vehicle if you see more things that can be used as fuel along your journey. So pretty interesting game. And like I said, it was only $3. So don't regret the purchase at all. Can't really go wrong with that. But yeah, no dialogue. It's all sort of environmental storytelling. And it's interesting. I've heard it's short. I don't know how short, but for $3, it seemed like a good enough buy.
For $3, it could be 5 minutes long.
Exactly.
And it wouldn't
Could be ramp car jumping. But yeah. So I had fun with that as well. And I guess I should say I loaded up the Disney collection.
Oh, that was what
yeah.
I almost pulled the trigger on, but I do have it on Steam. So
because the Lion King, Aladdin,
Oh,
and now
that's the
Jungle
collection.
Book.
Well, they added the good Aladdin game.
They added the Super Nintendo version of
I thought
Aladdin.
you were talking about
Capcom.
Disney Morning Collection.
No, I was not talking about the Disney Morning.
Or Afternoon Collection, whatever
Disney
it's called.
Afternoon. Yeah.
No.
This is the Aladdin, Lion King.
So listen,
Jungle Book.
I played
Now
this
Jungle
too
Book.
because I grabbed the DLC as well.
I
they
did
have
as
Jungle
well.
Book on there.
Me too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Super Nintendo Aladdin.
Yes.
I've played through both Aladdins last
Yeah.
week. And man, I
You hate to admit it, but I'm right.
no, I don't. Aladdin on the Super Nintendo is a boring game.
Ugh.
It's a very boring game. I'm not saying Aladdin Genesis is the best game ever,
Right.
but
Because it's bad.
man, it is.
Aladdin on the
boring.
Genesis has a really good first level. It makes a really good first impression.
Aladdin
And
on the
those later
Genesis
levels,
looks
yeah.
and sounds beautiful. It
Yeah.
absolutely does.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. I wouldn't even
Well,
say
yeah.
it sounds beautiful. but
Well,
sounds
yeah.
better than the Super Nintendo game, but it doesn't
Yeah.
sound beautiful.
yeah.
No, we
But it
were
looks
because
gorgeous.
I even on the flight, I was like, I took advantage of the fact that I could use my Bluetooth headset on my Switch
Oh, look at
because the Switch is that same old thing where if you plug in a headset, you can't turn it up very loud.
Mm.
So, but on Bluetooth you can. So I did that. Loved it. So happy about that. Ended up playing through. This was before the DLC, so I ended up playing through Aladdin,
Yeah.
the Genesis version.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean it's not a perfect game for sure.
No.
But
Especially later
then-
stages that are just
No,
cut
see,
and
I don't
pasted
agree with
together.
that. But anyway, then the DLC came out, and this past week I streamed and I played through the Super Nintendo version of Aladdin.
Yeah.
And then played through a big chunk of the Genesis version too, just for people on the stream to get a look at it.
Right.
And man, just the Super Nintendo game is not great. It's just not. It's slow.
Yeah.
It's doesn't control well. It doesn't sound good. It
Well-
sounds. It's the worst, tiniest kind of Super Nintendo music
Huh.
ever.
For
And it's just not one of Capcom's good games. That's all
for
I'm
as
saying.
much for as much as we like to goof around those two games, the dark secret is none of them are actually very good.
Yeah, see, I disagree with that too. But
Really?
yeah, the
And, I
Genesis
mean,
game is good.
The Lion King
The Lion
games,
King is terrible.
Well,
not good.
They're
And
way too
boy,
hard.
boy, the Jungle Book game,
Oh, that's awful.
it's terrible.
Man, yeah,
It's
I
just
was not
bad.
ready for how not good that game was.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
played a little bit of it. I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, this is
it's really
but
bad.
people
Artifact?
remember that Lion King game for that one level that takes people
giraffe
forever
heads?
to beat.
Is it the
I
giraffe
think
heads?
so.
Or the one
Yeah.
where you're running towards the camera from the stampede.
No, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
the Stampede
Oh,
level.
okay.
No,
That's
the
the one
giraffe
people
heads.
remember.
You're right.
being
Okay,
pretty.
the I can't wait to be king level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah. But yeah, none of those games are very. Yeah, and I genuinely don't much
You know-
like the Genesis Aladdin.
I think
For
the
as
thing is
beautiful
with
as
the
it
Genesis Aladdin,
Yeah.
and you and I pretty much see eye to eye on this. If you don't like Euro platformers,
Well, that's
it's hard to love Genesis Aladdin because it
That's-
is a Euro platformer.
that's the problem with
Yeah.
a lot of those Virgin games.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
Agreed.
the Earthworm Jim games have that problem.
Yeah.
Nick and Mac, Global Gladiators has that problem.
But I think
Cool
it bothers
stuff.
you more than it bothers me.
Oh, it absolutely does.
Because
Absolutely.
I'm, like I said, played through it. Now, one thing that collection has that something else that I played this week doesn't have that I wish it did is it has a rewind function,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
which really comes in handy,
correct.
especially in The Lion King.
Well, with that, you can just rewind it to the start of the game and then turn it
Yeah.
right off.
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
have
you
to
can
worry
just
about it.
watch it be played.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
just
You can
the
always
watch
do
mode.
that.
This is something else that they added. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bought the DLC on that.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, me too.
Even though I just basically wanted for Aladdin, Genesis Aladdin. And that's it.
Yeah, which didn't require the DLC. So
Didn't require the DLC at all. But
nope.
I've never actually played Aladdin from the Super Nintendo, so
Yeah.
It's about
I
45
want to
minutes.
try it.
Yeah. It's not.
It's
It's-
that short.
It's
What?
not
I think
Capcom's best.
it's I think for me,
Oh.
yeah, I think for me too, the big thing is, and we were talking about Disney Afternoon Collection. There are some great Capcom Disney games,
Mhm.
That's true.
and that's what I wanted their Aladdin game to be. And it's just
Yeah.
not even in the same ballpark.
It still boggles my mind that Capcom hasn't bothered porting that to Switch. It seems like such an
Yeah.
obvious kind of
Yeah.
gimme port. And
Yeah.
they haven't done it. And I would imagine they're just
I'm
not
sure it's
going to at this
money.
point.
money.
Yeah. I mean,
It all comes down
what is
to
it? What is
I'm
it?
sure they signed
world,
the deal
CJ?
with Disney before the Switch was announced.
No, you think
and
it's like they can't? Like they
I
have to
think
or they don't
they
wanna go
can't
back to Disney.
without going to renegotiate,
Yeah,
and then they probably don't want to do that. So
that wouldn't surprise me.
yeah,
It's a shame though, because
that'd be my speculation. I have no idea. Just to
it is a
clarify.
fantastic collection of some fantastic games.
Yeah.
also, I would buy it again.
Oh,
I mean,
would
I
too.
own it
I'd-
on another console, but
Yeah,
I'd buy
I
it
came
again.
very close to buying it. Like I said, I have the Switch. I have the PC version, Steam version.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if it was on Switch like I said, I came very close to buying it again this week. I talked myself out of it.
Or are you gonna get like the PlayStation version or something?
PlayStation, I think it was. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Alrighty, so Greg,
Mm-hmm.
what have you been playing?
So yeah, the two Aladdins I played through.
Mhm.
So the other game I was talking about, the Kunio-kun and Double Dragon collection, which I've been dying to get. So I was so happy to see it on like a really good sale. And I played mostly bits of the Double Dragon games.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I've really touched. because I'm a huge fan of NES Double Dragon.
Hell yes.
And I will. That's one of the hills I'll die on. That game is better than the arcade game.
I
As far as
agree.
I'm concerned, I'm not crazy about Double Dragon in the arcade.
Even without the 2-player mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I never played it.
Yeah.
2-player. I never would have played it 2-player anyway.
Okay.
Just a big fan of the way it plays, and of course, so this
good.
version has enhanced versions of the game, which are like bug fixes, and I think gets rid of some of the flicker. Although it did throw me for a loop because I didn't realize I was playing the enhanced version when I got to the end of the first stage and I couldn't walk up the wall.
Oh, right.
Because that was
that
always a
famous
thing.
glitch. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. Although I will say a lot of modern compilations of these games have spoiled me because I wanted a rewind function.
Oh, yeah.
Not because, I mean, if you've never experienced those games, I highly recommend playing through them the way they were meant to be played.
Mhm.
But I'm not playing them for that. I'm playing them for a nostalgia hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm playing
Oh,
them to be, 12 years old again
Right.
and be experiencing them. And boy, does that make rewind great
Mhm.
to have around.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, but otherwise it's great. And I haven't even, there's so many games in that collection and there's so many I
Yeah.
haven't played before. So
Well,
I'm
I
really
mean,
excited
A
that I
lot
have
of
it
them
now.
just were never released in English
Right.
before.
Mhm.
So
I had
Yeah.
no idea until this collection had come out that there was a Kunio-kun hockey game.
yeah,
Mm.
there's been a zillion Kunio-kun games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So,
got like City Ransom and Crashing the Boys.
Yeah.
And
That's just it. Like, those are
Super
the ones we got.
Dodgeball, right?
Oh yeah,
Is it
Dodgeball.
We technically got
Dodgeball?
Renegade, but that
Technically
was
Renegade, yeah.
that was kind of before it was what it is.
Yeah.
Before it became what we associate with Kunio-kun
Right.
name.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There was another game I played while I was in Toronto because the Scoops were in Toronto as well. Joey and Jessica were there.
Oh.
What?
We were hanging out with Ben Rivers.
Nice.
So it was a good time. And one night we were all hanging out at Ben's place, and Joey and Jessica were talking about this game called Crawl.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Which I had never heard of. We've been talking about like sort of couch co-op or couch like we were playing some like Street Fighter 2 and Dead or Alive because it was right after, of course, Dead or Alive became backwards compatible
yeah.
on the one. So we went to a game store, ANC, I think, and Ben ended up buying the Dead or Alive 1 and 2 Ultimate collection for the Xbox. And playing some of that. So anyway, we were, just sort of in that mindset. It's like, well, we're all here, Ben and his wife Nancy, and the Scoops and I. And it's like, what's a game that a bunch of us can play?
Mhm.
And so the Scoops introduced us to this game called Crawl. Really, really good. It's sort of got that standard what we're used to now, like that retro pixel look. But it's an overhead dungeon crawl basically, and it's 4 players. And the game starts out where the 4 of you are in a room and you have to kill each other. And whoever is still standing at the end becomes the hero. So then you go into the first level. And it's just a series of rooms. And the other 3 players are ghosts that can fly around the room, picking up energy and stuff. And most of the major rooms have traps and spawn points and just different items. Like if there's chests or something, you can possess all this stuff. So like if you possess a chest, you can become a mimic. What is a mimic? Whatever those are called.
The fake
Yeah, the
chest with the teeth.
The teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. Mimics.
We're nerds, but we're not big enough nerds, clearly. Or even things like you can possess a box and throw it across the room, or you use the spawn points to spawn as some kind of monster.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can fight, and your whole point for the 3 of you is to take out the hero. And whoever lands the killing blow becomes the new hero. So the game just goes on that way. But it's like it's got
just Pac-Man versus.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's got an experience system. So in between levels, you can actually upgrade the monsters that you spawn as.
Yeah.
So they get more and more powerful. And also there are stores in every level where whoever the hero is at the time can buy items out of the store. And it's finite. So if they've bought an item and then you become the hero and you go back to the store, those items are gone.
Oh, okay.
So you end up with different loadouts as you're playing, right? And once at least one character gets to level 10, then you can spawn the final boss, which is a Hydra, basically. So the 3 dead characters control a head each, and then the hero's trying to kill it.
Nice.
And it's not something that I feel like when we started playing, I wasn't sure I was going to be into it. But I ended up really enjoying it. You can buy a bunch of buffs and different abilities, different magics and stuff like that. The cool thing that I've found, which again is something I think I would normally not like, is that the boss can only be spawned 3 times total among all 4 of you. And you have to be level 10 to summon it. And if you're this is what I was told, we didn't experience it. If you're the third person, or you're the one, not the third person, but if you are the one who summons the boss the 3rd time and you lose, your profile gets wiped from the game.
Whoa.
Which seems harsh, but I beat it, so it didn't matter. I won. But yeah, it was a really good game. I highly recommend it. I think it didn't even take an hour to play through it. And if you're, in situations where I don't know if it has online play, but it's like the couch co-op.
Doesn't look like it.
Have groups, yeah. Actually, that's why we played it, because it doesn't have online play, and they were saying so we can only play it whenever we have a bunch of people around.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, we have a bunch of people around right now. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really good. I'd never heard of it.
Cool.
I didn't think I'd really like it, but
it's on sale right now on Switch and on Steam for like under $5. So maybe it's time to pick that up.
I recommend it. If you have enough people locally that you can play it.
Right. Well, it's a remote play game together on Steam as well.
Oh,
so you could do it that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hop on Discord, do Steam remote play.
Go crawl in on it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not giving you that one.
Come on.
Nope.
Jeez.
That was it for me. Okay. That's all I've been playing.
All right, Phil.
Yeah.
What you got for us?
Well, you're talking about ramp car jumping.
Nope,
recently.
No one was talking about that.
CJ was going on about ramp car jumping.
I wasn't. No, last week on the show.
Well, you mentioned it again this week.
I did.
You did mention
it. You absolutely did. And that was a clear segue.
I didn't say I bought it.
And for this 45-minute breakdown of the mechanics behind.
No.
The ramp car jumping, of course, is that.
Game?
Huh?
This 2-second game?
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, so this is the game that Paul Mattingly had been promoting the past couple times he's been on the podcast as being just terrible, but enjoyable. And it was on sale on the eShop for $3 and change. So I took the plunge in Paul's name.
Yeah.
I may have overpaid.
Wow. There it is.
It is. And Paul said it that might be the case. Even he was like, $3 might be a little much for it. And boy, that game, I mean, I'm not saying I didn't play it. And I'm not saying I'm going to not play it in the future. But boy, it is bare bones. I mean, this feels like a weekend project that someone got.
Does it feel like an asset flip?
Maybe
the Unity store.
It's funny because you download. Well, first of all, it's called Ramp Car Jumping.
Yeah,
which is right away
about as generic of a name.
Yeah,
it's not even only not barely even makes sense. You download it, you spend your $3 if it's on sale, and you download it, and it brings up the icon is one of those like hastily assembled home screen icons where it doesn't even have the title of the game. It's not like it has an
love those,
and it doesn't even like if you're Sonic the Hedgehog, you can kind of get away with not having the title because
iconic.
You see that's a Sonic the Hedgehog game. Boom,
Yeah.
But it's a car going off a ramp, which I guess is a ramp, and there's a car, and there's jumping in it. So maybe it is.
It's a visual
picture says 1,000 words.
Phil.
I guess, yeah. But and then you click on the icon to load it up, and it just goes straight to like solo and multiplayer. So there's no title screen,
So
no
you still don't know
intro.
what you're playing.
It just go boom straight
Right
into select your
Okay.
mode, and yeah, you select a single player mode. You can choose from cars or trucks, whatever
Yeah.
Like you
whatever
do.
you fancy to throw down a
So-
ramp.
How many notches above a Roblox obby is this?
Let me see here. It's going to be a fraction.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it is super janky, and there is zero technique to it. It is
Uh-huh.
just you hit the A button, your car starts going down the ramp. You go off the ramp, you hold the button down to get a little turbo to shoot yourself further. You can move the analog stick a little bit, which makes your car sort of tilt,
Oh my god.
which you can. That's a stunt. Heavy air quotes, and
Sure.
you get some coins. You spend your coins to upgrade how much turbo boost you get, or like the speed of your car, and then just eventually, just by tossing money at the little power ups, you go a little further, and then finally, oh look, I powered up enough to hit the goal. Now you go to the next level, and it starts all over again. It is terrible. It is janky as hell. It totally feels like I said, someone's weekend project
Hmm.
that, you know, they're probably very excited. Look at what I got done in 2 days. I'm going to get this on the eShop.
Make some bank.
Yeah.
And apparently, you got at least $6.
That
Considering Paul Mattingly and you.
yeah, I know, right? That said, for as stupid and pointless as it was, I sat and played it for a little while.
Yeah.
I unlocked a few cars and things. I might go back to it at some point. Just when I'm, you know, I have 2 minutes to kill.
Yeah.
Would I recommend spending $3 on it? Maybe not. But you know what? If they ever decide to do one of those artificially boosting your rank on the eShop sales where they put it on sale for like 10 cents,
I think they've already done that.
if they do that again, go for it. Go for it. Absolutely worth 10 cents. I'll give them that. What else? What else have I been playing? Oh, the aforementioned what I picked up on Black Friday sales on the eShop is I finally broke down and picked up the 2 Darius or Darius.
Oh yes.
Or Darius.
I think it's Darius.
Is it Darius?
How you say that word?
Yeah. I've always said it
is to be believed.
I've always said Darius.
Yeah, I've always said Darius too.
Everybody says Darius.
Like Darius Rucker. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah. Oh, I
get it. Yep.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I know.
It's not Darius Rucker.
No, that would be nonsensical.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like a zillion different. I'm just gonna say Darius because that's what I've
It's a
always
solid
called it.
Hootie and the Blowfish reference just slipped into the middle.
I
of the
mean, that's
episode.
why
Great.
Taito picked that name, right?
Yeah,
Because they were
The-
big
yeah.
Hootie fans.
Big Hootie fans
wouldn't
10
be.
years before they were a
It
thing.
wouldn't be.
Yeah.
That's right. The Dolphins make them cry too. So
CJ only wants to be with us.
Man, I love it. I picked up the. There are 2 Darius Cosmic collections, and that's Cosmic with a Z
Oh, that's hardcore.
or a Z, if you want to get like that about it.
Phil, should I buy
we go.
Cotton Reboot?
I hear bad things about that game.
Well, wait, which?
It's a reboot.
yes,
it's the full price one, not the
Yeah, it's the Saturn collection is the one that has the input lag. That's the one, Greg. You're
reboot.
probably because there's like
that's
a
the one I'm hearing about.
yeah, but they're bringing back all the old Cotton games. Yeah, buy Cotton
because it's
Reboot.
$10 off now.
Yeah, buy it. It's
I
good.
feel like
it's
I
fun.
should.
It's fun.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the Saturn collection, which has Cotton
Boomerang.
2 and Cotton Boomerang, which are
Yeah.
kind of like, I think Boomerang's kind of a remix of 2, if I remember correctly. That's the one that has the input lag right now.
Okay.
But yeah, reboot's nice. It's cute. It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there are two Darius Cosmic collections, one console and one arcade. And these games were relatively pricey. They're kind of full price, $50, $60 collections,
Wait for
and
next year's Black Friday.
they're on sale for half off right now on the eShop, and I think on the the PlayStation Store as well. So I finally broke down and picked those up, as the name suggests. Well, these are side-scrolling shoot 'em ups. If you've not played Darius before, they're good. The Darius series is quite good, and this is the one that has all the giant robot fish as bosses. That's kind of the
Huge battleship is approaching.
hallmark.
That's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
calling card
Yes.
of the Darius series.
And also the arcade versions would usually have like 2 or 3 monitors
Yeah.
across. You'd have
That was like their big gimmick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, actually, when you go back and look at how those machines were made.
Oh, really?
Because they were using CRTs, but they got rid of the seams in between them.
Oh man, yeah.
Right, so it's one continuous
That's
screen.
true,
and the way they
yeah.
did that was because they had some screens facing the player, and then some screens underneath being reflected on the mirror.
like me. Oh, wow.
And that's how they did it
Oh.
without having seams in between the different screens.
That's fantastic.
Very cool.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, when you have a giant TV now, and you're playing
Yeah,
the
I was going
arcade
to say
games,
that must be
it's
pretty cool.
It's actually quite a sight.
Do you find,
Nice.
because I did play one of these on like my big screen, and although you're getting sort of all the full size of the game,
Right.
and it's not too small because of the fact that the screen's so big, I still find it's so hard to adjust to watch that side of the screen and react to it.
It takes some time, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, we're so used to having that.
Yeah.
I mean, we obviously grew up with the 4:3, but then
it's
get
very
into
immediate.
but then you're suddenly this super wide screen, and you're just not adjusted to watch for threats from that you have to kind of move your head to see.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's like, well, that bullet's not getting to me for like 10 minutes.
yeah,
I'm good.
I got time. I can tool around here, pick up some power ups before that thing gets here. But I love the Darius games. And yeah, these collections, I've been wanting them for a while. The console collection is probably the less exciting of the two, just because it's a collection of Genesis and Mega Drive and Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, and some PC Engine.
So they're all the
Stuff.
4:3.
Yeah. So you're getting,
yeah.
they're scaled down to
Those games
television
definitely
size.
lost something when they came to. Some of them were good.
Oh yeah, I mean they're good
definitely
games.
lost something when they
Yeah.
came to the consoles back
Yeah,
then.
there's still some very good games in there, and and they have like the multi-region versions of the game. So it's like, oh, we got what is it, Sagaya?
Yep.
Or Sagaya,
which was
for-
Darius 2.
Yeah, so you get Sagaya, which was the Genesis version. You get Darius 2, which is that same game but for the Mega Drive. And then they also have the Master System version on there, which is neat.
Huh.
And then the arcade version though has a few different what's it? It's Darius 2, Sagaya, and Darius Gaiden. So
That was Saturn?
yeah, that one did get home ports. Yeah, because that's the one where it was like the polygonal.
Yeah, I want to say that came out on the Saturn, right?
And I think it did. I think maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
Like, I think it was.
Yeah, because that one's not the super.
Yeah, which one was
widescreen either.
Galactic Attack?
I think that was it.
Was that Galactic Attack?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that's one of the arcade versions that is not the ultra wide screen.
Right.
So, but yeah, I picked those up and it's a blast. I just really just dig those.
I don't.
as
Sorry,
goes.
just to back up. I don't believe that. I think when Acclaim released it here, it was just Darius Gaiden. I don't think that.
Oh,
was
really?
Galactic Attack, I seem to remember being a vertical shooter.
Was that part of like the Ray Storm series or something?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think that's what you're thinking of. But yes,
Yeah.
Acclaim
It's
did
Ray
release.
Force.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Acclaim did release Darius Gaiden here.
gotcha. Okay, so there
Sorry,
you go.
I mean to
Yeah,
derail,
yeah.
but just want to make sure we got that right.
But yeah, so I'm glad to have those now. I've been, like I said, waiting to get those for a decent price, and they finally went
It's
down.
nice to have those collections, right? To get them at a
Oh.
cheap price, because those are
Yeah.
games that, I mean, I like the Darius games too. I'll never finish them because I'm not good
Right.
enough, and I'm
Right.
not interested in becoming good enough. But it's like an arcade. It's like,
Yeah.
just fire it up and
Yeah, I
play
want
a
to
couple
Totally.
play a couple
I want to be
credits.
able to sit and play for 10, 15 minutes, and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to necessarily spend $60 to do it, but
Right.
if I can spend 25, sure.
Yeah.
I'll add that to my library. Final thing I've really been playing this week is busted out Hot Wheels Unleashed again. Getting back into Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Yes.
So you're getting a bunch of cars.
It
Yeah.
was surely the toilet car that got you back into
Yeah, CJ
Hot Wheels
slacked
Unleashed.
us to let us know that there's a toilet car. There's what's a Thanksgiving
Yeah.
what's
Car
weird 'cause it's-
pack.
they promote it as a Thanksgiving DLC car pack, and it's free, right?
Yeah, it's free.
Is it free
Yeah.
for everyone?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you get 3 cars.
Mhm.
It's weird that they marketed it as a Thanksgiving thing, because it's not like there was like a turkey car or anything like that.
No, yeah.
But one was a toilet.
One was a toilet.
Well, I mean,
you might be
that's
spending a
after
lot of time.
Thanksgiving.
It's I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do on
Gotta evacuate.
your post Thanksgiving meal.
Evacuate.
But it was like a shiny blue chrome or something like that toilet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of
I mean, yours
course,
isn't.
huh? Oh my gosh, Greg is shrinking. Greg is
Yes,
shrinking.
He's gone.
going
Oh
down.
no.
Oh
Yeah.
no. But of course,
What'd you do?
That was a solid Last Gladiators reference there, Phil.
what?
When you
What-
said,
what-
"Oh no," it
what?
sounded like you're saying it like they did in Last Gladiators. But maybe you didn't realize it.
I didn't. I'm
Anyway,
sorry. No, it's the Hot Wheels Unleashed game, so you can of course customize your own livery. So I
Yes.
well
you-
used.
if you check out my Twitter, you can see my custom toilet livery. Guess what? It's just a lot of poop splatters.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
A lot of poop
Doesn't
splatters.
that uploads it for the community?
Yeah, you can go download
right?
it yourself right
Download it.
now.
Yeah.
If you have, because I did share it. If you have Hot Wheels Unleashed, download your free toilet car and then search the
poop
liveries
splatter
for
liveries.
Whimsical Phil. I named the livery Aim Next Time.
Oh God.
And-
That's good. You
I
should have
named
made a
livery, I
track
can
that's
handle
just
my spice.
here's what you should do, Phil. And he froze right
no,
now.
it's
So
great.
I'm gonna talk while it unfreezes it. What you should do is you should create a track that's just a
I mean, you-
spiral down for the poop car. And now I can't hear Phil.
Now he's muted.
I'm not muted.
There you go.
I'm not muted
back,
at
you're
all.
back.
Okay, good. Now I understand. I get the joke. I get the poop.
You
joke.
get it?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Like you'd be flushing a toilet. It's very meta.
That's right. I'm
Mhm.
all about
No, I get it.
meta stuff.
Yeah, so I was very proud of that. So I uploaded that, and
Hmm.
hopefully people are enjoying that. So
The toilet car. I saw also that you unlocked your Snoopy car.
well, yeah. Well, so I was playing a little bit, and the what is it? The if you go to the shop, they have the in-game shop that you have like maybe half a dozen cars you can just purchase using
Yeah.
the in-game coins.
And now it refreshes. It used to be every 4 hours. Now it's every 90 minutes. Or
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah. So it refreshes every 90 minutes. And I just got lucky, and the party wagon, the Ninja Turtle party wagon, was one of the available cars.
Nice.
Oh,
So I was able to purchase that, luckily.
yeah.
And
Is that
well,
gonna be
and
your
then
main? Your
What-
your new main now in Hot Wheels
I-
Unleashed is gonna be
you
the
know
party
what?
wagon, or
it's not It's
No.
not, because it's a big heavy van, so it's kind of slow and it doesn't handle very well.
Not made for racing. It's made for crime fighting
Exactly.
I see.
Yeah, it's made for
and pizza
stomping on the
runs.
foot. Yeah,
Yeah.
not for doing loop-de-loops, for crying out loud. But they also started in Hot Wheels Unleashed. They started a season, their first season, and you can purchase a season pass. They're doing that sort of thing now.
Yeah.
And
Which I don't know if you saw.
what's that?
Did you look at any of the progression, how that works in
You
Hot
guys
Wheels
gonna ruin this
Unleashed?
game for me before I buy it?
I don't know.
CJ's
what
about
So-
to.
I'm going to spoil this. I
hmm.
bought the season pass.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
Oh,
I
did you
had it
really?
as part of the deluxe edition or whatever.
No, this was something you have to buy separately.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
it's
this-
something separate.
Because it's based on DC supervillains.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's like $6 for the
yes,
pass. Yeah.
for this pass, and you pay.
You don't have to buy it,
You don't have
but
to.
then you don't get the DC related rewards.
Well,
You
yeah,
just
because
get
this is
currency.
these are all there's like, you pay your $6, and then you have, I think it's like 60 days or something, 50 or 60 days to play modes and earn experience points. And as you earn more experience points, you go up in levels, and every level you unlock rewards. And among those rewards, of course, are, I think, like half a dozen new cars
Yeah.
based after like DC supervillains. So there's like,
Mhm.
the final one is a Harley Quinn car, and there's a Bane car, so you want to get that. They start you off, you get at like right when you buy it, you get a Deathstroke, the Terminator
Nice.
car, Slade, as he's sometimes known. But yeah, I picked it up, and then a lot of the other rewards you get are the little gears for upgrading your cars, and then coins, and actually a healthy amount of coins too, which you use for buying those, the cars that show up in the shop, or buying blind boxes.
Yeah.
So but what were you going to say about the progression?
Oh, I was going to say you can progress through the season without buying the pass, but then you don't get any of the cars.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That's
just
true.
get the in-game currency.
Oh, do you really?
You do get those
Oh.
rewards, and that might have been because I bought the deluxe
Oh, okay.
pack.
Interesting. Okay. But yeah, so I played through the first, like, the daily. You have the one of the things in the season pass, they introduce a trio of daily goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And at least the one I played yesterday, they weren't terribly difficult. It was like, race 3 races on this track, come in first 3 times, nothing terribly complicated. And then you get a bunch of XP. So I went up a few levels and got a bunch of coins, which I spent on a couple of loot boxes, and just in one of my little loot boxes, I got my Snoopy car. So
Nice.
There you
hooray,
And then you never have
hooray.
to play the game again.
I beat the game.
go.
Game's finished. So
Nice.
very excited to have my Snoopy car. But yeah, I'm gonna keep playing, because I do enjoy the Hot Wheels game.
It is a fun game.
It's a very
It
fun
is
game.
a really fun racing game.
Yeah. And I want to see if I can try and get as many of those supervillain cars, and get a bunch of coins, because hopefully at some point I'll be able to get the DeLorean. Gotta get my time machine. So
Oh, right. That's in there too.
yes, it is. So yeah,
There
so
you
I've been
go.
playing a little more of that. It's a very fun game. And yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that means it's time for tweets.
Are we going to talk about Guardians?
Oh,
Now that we have
shit.
Greg here?
We want to talk about Guardians.
Oh,
Damn.
Do we want to save that for next week? Because we are already at an hour and 10
1:10,
minutes.
9,
Yeah.
10, yeah. save it
Let's
for
do
next week.
tweets.
Okay.
We did one tweet last week.
Yeah, we'll save Guardians talk for next week, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
I mean, if people didn't buy it during Black Friday, why didn't you buy it during Black
Well,
Friday?
that's
Just $25.
I gotta say,
Jeez.
I was delighted over the Thanksgiving holiday to see a lot of people posting on Twitter like, "Oh, I picked up Guardians because Player One says it's really good."
And
So
Rivers posted that, and
Yeah.
CJ's best friend Mike's best friend Jim. I always get confused.
Yeah.
He picked it up and actually went to dinner with
So
him
good.
last night, and we were chatting, and I was kind of like, I hope he likes it because we've been like talking it up so
Yeah.
much, and I know he
Right.
listens to the show, and it's like, so are you enjoying it? He's like, yeah, it's like really good.
yeah,
It
yeah,
is really good.
Well, like I said, I saw a few people. I know
Yeah.
Bill Mudron picked it up based on our chats, and like I saw a few other people buy it. So I hope everyone enjoys it because we certainly did.
We certainly did.
But yeah, play
Guardians of the Galaxy.
play.
Get on it.
We'll talk about the ending next week.
Yeah,
So,
we should get Chris Baker on.
I don't know if he's played
Yeah.
through it yet.
He was halfway through, or he was around chapter 6 when I last
Right.
talked
I'd love
to
to
him.
have him on to talk about it, but if
Oh,
he
yeah,
hasn't
no,
finished it, it won't be worth it.
yeah,
Well,
if
Seabake, if you're listening to this and you played,
Finish
hurry
it
it
up.
up.
come
Hurry
on
up.
next week.
Finish
All
it.
right.
You're moving
And-
slower than Phil.
That's
So you know.
that's bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just something about you.
All right. I
Anyway.
guess that means it's time for tweets.
Twiddly diddly dee. What twiddly diddly dee and wait. What wait. A tweet.
All right, let's do this one from Acrylius NWR Donald, who says there's been a lot of talk about Sega's quote super game. What do you think it is? And when it tanks worse than Shenmue, what happens to the company?
I don't know. I haven't heard any of the talk about Sega's Super Game.
Yeah, this
What
is
are we
the first
talking
I've
about?
heard of a super game.
It
What
is some big budget game that
Okay.
they believe can be a service game and basically like generate a ton of revenue for them consistently year upon year. So,
You know what that should be?
Well,
what?
Should be. Stay with me here.
okay.
Jet Set Radio Future. No,
Oh,
Big
there we go.
compilation of Sega arcade games.
no.
Uh-huh.
Service game.
Starting
It's not a
way back.
service.
But the interface. Here we go. This is the thing.
Uh-huh.
The
Hammer.
interface is an arcade. You just walk into.
So the old Xbox thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That nobody remembers.
I mean, doesn't Sega stand for service games?
Right.
Isn't
Yes.
that, I mean, that's the name, right?
That is what
It's
it is.
the
It's always-
name.
It's been here all along.
Mhm.
It's always been. It's always
Yet
been
again,
service
Sega
games.
was ahead of the curve.
Yep.
They were
Yeah.
service games back in the 60s. When we didn't
I
even know what a
can't
service game
imagine.
was.
I honestly can't imagine that this has anything to do with any of Sega's old IP except maybe Sonic. But
It's going to be a
I can't
Second
imagine
Life.
it's Sonic game either.
It's going to be a Second Life style game where you can create your own Sonic the Hedgehog avatars
Yeah.
and go into chat rooms and have dirty talk.
Dirty talk.
That's what it's going to
Dirty
be.
talk.
It's gonna be
But the dirty words are you have to pay per use
Yes.
of them.
Absolutely.
That's
Yes.
why this is going to be their super
Yep.
game, because you have to pay $6.99.
Oh, I get it.
Or 69
Nice.
cents per dirty word.
Yeah, $4.99 gets you 10 YIFs that you can use. I don't know. I'm not part of this.
I don't
Sonic
know
fan
what's going on
community.
anymore.
I don't know what's
But
happening.
yeah,
No,
that's-
I can't imagine that it's relating to any of their classic IP. It's probably something new, and I could definitely see it tanking.
To be fair, anything could tank.
yeah.
Anything could tank, yeah, but
Maybe
I
this
don't
is maybe they found a way to monetize Sega Swirl.
possibly.
They're gonna bring it back.
Maybe it's a
Finally.
Persona game.
Shoot
Maybe
your
it's
rocket.
an online
man.
Persona RPG, like online RPG. That would
Yeah.
certainly make them a ton of money. But who
Yeah.
knows? Or Yakuza Online.
I could see it being a Yakuza thing.
Oh yeah,
Yakuza Online would be
Especially
fun.
now that the director's left.
yeah.
Where you can select to be the convenience store clerk and that's your entire life in the game as
standing around
convenience
waiting for
store.
people to come in,
Yeah,
and so you can
exactly.
sell them rice balls and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's the super game.
and
Right
hey,
there.
you
And
could
you still
tie
have to
in
pay 69 cents per dirty talk.
per dirty talk. Yeah,
Dirty talk.
Yes.
it's gonna be on the ESRB warning on the back.
69 for dirty talk.
Filled with the
What?
dirty talks.
Just dirty talk. Yeah,
Dirty talk.
violence. You know,
Violence and dirty talk.
violence, dirty talk,
Adult situations.
Yeah.
Mature
We-
language.
and
Partial
you can
nudity.
tie in. You can tie in Greg's arcade idea. Go into
Yep.
Club Sega.
Yep.
Oh,
Boom.
there you go.
There it is.
I'm telling you, it's a good idea.
And
No, it's good.
probably
It's
get your Sonic the Hedgehog club thing in there where you can dress up as various characters.
Go to
We've done it, guys.
go to
We've done it.
Akihabara
Yakuza
and
Online.
and-
Somebody get
and-
Joe Sega on the phone.
buy a Sonic suit.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
All wonderful ideas.
This is
I love it. All
Good
right.
news, Sega. We've invigorated.
That's not
Invigor-
true.
Yeah, invigorated.
Invigorated.
Invigorated. Your brand.
All right, let's do this one from Ellipsis
doing?
T, who says, "What event or activity did you blow off as a kid because there was an arcade nearby? Example: spent my
All of them.
Fisherman's Wharf school trip in the arcade."
Oh. I don't know if I did. I was a good
I don't
kid.
think I blew off anything, but I've said this before. When we used to go to Old Orchard Beach every
Yeah.
summer, and there was a huge outdoor arcade there that we
Yeah.
always spent hours in. But we
Yeah.
kind of like that wasn't blowing anything off. The beach was right next door to it, and my dad knew that my brother and I were going to spend hours in that arcade, and it was kind of
Oh,
planned
yeah.
around that, right?
I
Mm.
did one year during a family trip to Wisconsin Dells.
Huh.
Fellow
Here we
Midwesterners,
go.
you know, we
Yeah.
were at Wisconsin Dells, and we were in. I mean, I have no memories of Wisconsin Dells other than like Tommy Bartlett's Robot World and
Noah's Ark,
Noah's Ark Water
Family
Park, and
Land,
the Foam House of Tomorrow, and
The foam
Xan-
house of
Xanadu.
Xanadu.
They're
Yeah,
called
the
Xanadu.
Foam
Oh
House
my
of
God.
Tomorrow, and the Ducks.
Why do we always get here? How do we always get here?
Well, you
Don't
get
know.
you get here on the Ducks. They can ride on water and on
He
land.
just loses it. That's the best
I
part.
love it. I love it.
Laughing
though.
at a
It's
joke
so-
nobody but Phil gets.
Tommy Bartlett, man, owned that town. You know, you don't mess with Tommy B, because he'll embed you in the walls of Xanadu. You'll never be heard from again.
or the mystery zone or the mystery.
It's like a foam cask of Amontillado in there inside Xanadu.
or the circus museum thing that was up there.
Tell you what, if you ever
Still-
want to buy a
still
big
low
block
rent.
of cheddar cheese in the shape of Wisconsin, I know a place where you can go
Yeah.
called the Dells. But there was I guess like a downtown area of Wisconsin Dells that was just full of like antique shops and, you know,
Oh, it was for the class
Tourist-
people went.
touristy
Well,
level,
sure.
you know, like little candy shops and knick-knack
Cheese candy?
stores.
Get your fudge and taffy.
Yeah.
on.
Oh, yeah. You want your saltwater taffy straight from Lake Michigan, the salty
Yeah.
brine of Lake Michigan. Mm. But is Lake Michigan up by Wisconsin? I forget the exact
Yes.
layout of. Is it okay? I mean, obviously that's what Chicago's on, but I wasn't sure if that stretched up by the Dells.
Yes.
There are multiple Great Lakes.
I suppose you're right.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's why
Yeah.
they're Great Lakes.
Yeah, plural. But there was we were exploring that kind
Arcade.
of downtownish area, and there was an arcade,
Of course.
and of course I dragged my parents into the arcade and
Kicking and
forced
screaming.
them. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's
It's,
that's not where they wanted to spend their vacation, but
You sound like you were a treasure when you were little.
well, why wouldn't I be?
they were probably in an antique store
Mummy.
nearby.
Daddy, I want to go to the arcade, Mummy.
Doesn't sound like I expected you.
I want to go to the arcade. I want to play some cubers.
DJ's losing it. You got him.
What I got to play cube, mummy. I got no time for fudgeries. I want to play pop.
Fudgeries.
Fudgeries.
I got to get back to Earth and Joyrus. I don't have time for cinnamon swizzle sticks and other sweeties. But
I bet Wisconsin Dells had a lot of tourism from the UK.
Yeah,
jolly old England, yeah.
definitely a major stop for visitors from the UK.
Oh, I love it. We're going to see Xanadu. Got to go see it.
Forget Las Vegas, eh? Go
This
into
is
the
what-
Dells.
This is what our homes are going to look like in the future. All
Going to the
white and
Dells.
foamy. My word, they have robots here. It's a whole world of robots.
All right.
We better stay on Tommy Bartlett's good side, lest he sick his robot odds on us.
Well, he did have a squadron of water skiers that really fucked some shit up.
Oh yeah, there was a Tommy Bartlett like water stunt show, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
with like the pyramid of water skiers.
Yeah.
In that arcade in Wisconsin Dells was where I first saw Pac-Mania.
Oh,
And let me tell
that's
you,
good.
that
Blew
blew
your
my
little
damn mind. And I am not kidding. I was legit like jaw on the floor. Where did this come from? It's 3D.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Mom, Pac-Man can jump. Okay, dear, we have
We
things
don't
to
care.
do. Pac-Man can jump over ghosts now, Mom.
Can't
Why
believe it.
Did you really call her mum? That doesn't sound
I mean, I had to,
very
lest
Midwestern.
I get the belt.
Similar to your Dells experience.
Yeah.
Phil, and we went to the Dells, and I spent a
There
lot
we
of
go.
time in an arcade there
Good
as
I'd love to
lad.
well.
spend 20 minutes
But,
talking about this every time it comes up.
We also did like a Disneyland vacation, and the Disneyland Hotel
In the
had
Dells?
this arcade
Yeah, it's not spelled the same.
had an arcade that had the Ghostbusters arcade
Oh,
game.
Yeah, you talking about like the big arcade in the what was it called? It was like a big building, right? Like multi-floor arcade. Is that the one you're talking about?
Epcot Center.
Oh, okay. Not the
No,
arcade.
I mean this also. I mean, there was an arcade thing in
It's in
Disney
downtown
World,
Disney I'm thinking of.
Okay.
downtown Disney. Yeah, of course. But no, I'm talking about Disneyland Hotel
Okay.
Disney.
in
Disneyland,
California
Yes.
that
Anaheim.
had the Ghostbusters arcade game and also
Anaheim.
had like Contra,
Okay.
which I'd never played the arcade
Ew.
version of Contra. At the
Right.
time.
There's a
Never should
reason.
have.
Yeah.
It's not very good.
No. Another NES game
Also
that
had
was
the-
way better than the arcade
Oh,
game. was based on.
absolutely.
Turtles arcade game, which can't
Yeah.
play that.
One of the best.
But yeah, so a lot of time on family vacations spent away from the thing that we
Right.
had traveled so many miles for to play arcade games instead. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
All right.
I never skipped school or anything like that for
Me neither.
for-
No,
okay. No, I was
No,
a good
me
boy.
I
neither.
didn't do that.
Oh my gosh.
Though I took 2 semesters of bowling
Jesus Christ.
in gym.
Was that your major?
I bring
No,
that
in
up
high school.
because I remember you've talked about that before, and I bring that up anytime,
Yeah.
like, because my daughter right now is in high school,
Yeah.
which, oh my God, she's in high school, but starting next year, she can take yoga
Oh,
as a class.
Wow.
And of course, that triggers certain older members of my family.
Oh,
Yoga's
really?
not a class, like, you know,
why isn't
and
it class? What?
I always bring up you taking bowling for 2
Yeah.
semesters.
Oh my
Well,
god,
I-
it was fantastic though.
my high school had like during I think like junior senior year of gym, we could do like archery.
Oh, that'd be so
Or-
cool. I wish we
I-
could have done that.
Yeah, I think I did
Wow.
bowling too.
I did archery as well.
Bowling
We
this-
had
bowling this weekend.
we had billiards
Nice.
where we actually like
See, we didn't have any of this stuff.
they loaded us up at the beginning of gym class. They loaded us up into a bus and we drove like 5 minutes to an
This is
actual
exactly
pool hall.
Yeah, this is
Wow,
exactly
it's a
what
hustle?
happened with mine
Was this
too.
just a hustle the teacher was doing?
Probably. He was just sitting at the bar drinking. While we're,
It was fantastic.
seeing how
make
many
some
behind the
money.
back shots we could make.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, bowling for 2 semesters, and it was fantastic. And they had an arcade
of
in
course.
the bowling alley, of course.
Yes.
Always.
And I didn't actually, play any arcade games while we were bowling because it was the middle of the day and the arcade wasn't open.
Which bowling alley?
Oh god,
was
here we
it?
go.
Galaxy World.
Well, I was just gonna ask if it was Galaxy World.
Galaxy World.
Galaxy World had. I mean, I think you're underselling it because Galaxy World had a huge ass arcade attached.
A huge arcade. This was like one of the biggest arcades in
Oh,
the Chicago
yeah.
suburbs.
My buddy
And-
Jim and I, we
Yeah.
lived like 45 minutes away from Galaxy World, and we would have like his mom would drive us up there and just dump us for 5 hours, and we would.
That's where we went for bowling during PE class. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So they had a Daytona USA machine basically right by the entrance of the place.
Oh, nice.
So every time we'd go in there, I'd see the attract mode from Daytona
Right.
USA.
Oh man.
It was the sit down cab
Good.
with the rotating monitor.
Oh,
and
okay,
everything.
yeah.
But I never actually like blew off gym
Oh,
class
man.
because I was there to bowl. Wasn't
Of
there
course,
to
man. You had
play.
Serious business.
this business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better get my A.
Man.
I'm
I
pretty
played
good
rec-
at bowling just because of the 2
Oh, yeah.
semesters of bowling that I took.
I played Radmobile at Galaxy World again
Oh,
with like the tilting cabinet you'd sit in, and
Well, Galaxy World
first
was one of the
appearance of
first
Sonic?
places that they did like a Mortal Kombat location test.
oh yeah, that's
They did
right.
Location test. at
See,
this arcade.
that's something that I'm always jealous about when I hear you guys talking about arcades in the Chicago area because
Yeah.
of that. Because
First-
there were so
because of
many.
the location tests.
Yeah.
Yep. First saw Mortal Kombat at Galaxy World.
Yeah, and
there
it was
that-
amazing at the time
Oh,
because like
absolutely.
It was
At-
amazing.
when I saw the first Mortal Kombat, EGM had done like 1 page on
Yeah.
it.
And that's saying
and it
something
wasn't a
considering
big-
it was on every cover after it came out for like 2
Well,
years.
it wasn't a big thing yet. So you go
Right.
to the arcade and you see this thing, you're like, oh my god,
Yep.
it's gonna change everything.
This is what
Video
Graphics
games
will never
are gonna
look better
look
than
like-
this.
Way better than Pit Fighter.
I remember one of the weirdest, one of the first times in my young life when I realized like, oh, maybe I don't want to talk to this person. I was at I think I was at the Aladdin's Castle at the local mall, and they had
Which
just
mall?
the Louis Joliet mall.
Joliet?
Louis Joliet.
I like
And-
how this podcast.
I love that you guys need that like that's
know.
important to the story.
Note that I didn't mention
Very
the name
important.
of the mall.
90% of the people
No,
listening to
it's
this.
very important
I
to
didn't
me.
mention it because I didn't
and
feel it was
Mr.
important.
Nelson. Maybe
Mr.
like two
Mr.
other
Nelson
people.
is like, okay, at the Louis Joliet mall. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that
Okay,
makes
so
Yeah,
I
sense.
yeah,
can
yeah.
put myself
Got it,
there.
got it.
I'm there.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
Remember,
there.
it was like right next door to the theater. You know, right
Yep,
next
yep,
to
yep,
right
yep, yep.
between the theater and Record Town, which
It's
I
now a
used
crypto
to
store.
work at that Record Town. But
Now selling NFTs there and beepers.
NFTs and beepers. That's for all
Potent
your high tech
combo.
needs. Yeah,
Potent combination.
and they had just gotten the
What if you
Mortal
could get a
Kombat
beeper
machine.
that is also an NFT? That would just be like,
It had
mind
just
blowing.
gotten the Mortal Kombat machine at Aladdin's Castle, and of course, there's a huge crowd of people playing it, and you know, bunch of people lined up, bunch of quarters lined up on the edge of the screen to mark who's next, and big crowd gathered around, and I'm leaning over, looking, trying to see the screen. There was a kind of skeezy
On
looking
his
guy.
tiptoes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I had my little milk crate that I had dragged along with me. And this kind of skeezy looking guy in front of me. And everyone's talking about how awesome the game is. And the guy in front of me is like, someone was using Sonya in the game.
okay.
And
Oh no.
you
This
know
is
where
going to
this
be
is going.
good.
Yeah, I can already hear where this is going.
And he's just, oh man, this game's so amazing. Look, she's so hot. Look at Sonya's so hot. And then he turns right to me. And you know what
Because you
the
were the
best part
shadiest
is?
person there.
You know what the best part is? She's real. I'm like, okay,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
no. Cool. Oh, look, a 720 machine right behind me. I'm gonna go check that out. See what.
Excuse me, I need to go find a teacher.
I need an adult.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Thanks. See if they got a Peter Packrat machine in the back. Maybe. See how that's
She's real.
She's real. Oh man. Yeah. Go for it, dude. You got it. You got it.
It's all you, Bubba.
What was the question?
That easy looking guy
Yeah.
would become Mancow Muller. All right.
I got that reference.
Berwin. Anyway.
Should we do another tweet?
I don't know. You tell me. Is there a quick one?
Yes. Yeah, sure. Let's do this one from Namava.
Okay.
It says, which is better, Guardians of the Galaxy or Spider-Man PS4? And fight.
Man.
I'm going to say Spider-Man PS4.
I mean, Spider-Man has better gameplay.
Yes.
And that, so there's the thing, and this is a conversation that I was having with Jim last night, actually, is Guardians is amazing.
Mhm.
Like one of the best games of the year, hands down. And it is in the same league as the Spider-Man games, for sure. But it doesn't have, it doesn't have that layer, that final layer of polish.
Oh no,
I agree.
Sony first-party games have.
Absolutely not. No, it's buggy, it's glitchy.
Yeah,
you got to overlook a lot of technical faults.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Still absolutely worth playing.
Oh, for sure.
Because it is fantastic. But yeah, I would put Spider-Man above it just because of that, if for no other reason.
Yeah.
If that didn't,
I completely agree.
If that wasn't a thing, they'd probably be a dead heat.
I mean, the story I thought was just more entertaining in Guardians, just because of the extensive amount of dialogue and just the constant kind of chatter between everyone, and it's just the jokey kind of lighthearted nature of the characters, which I like.
And oftentimes how it's blended into the way the game is playing itself.
Oh yeah.
Like the fact that, and this is at the very beginning of the game, they put up that scoreboard between Star-Lord and Rocket.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I was like, this is amazing. This can't be the only time in the game that this is used. And yet it is.
Yeah. It's like Guardians is not afraid to do weird stuff as just like a one-off.
As a one-off.
Thing.
Yeah, a one-off weird thing.
And it has stuff like that throughout the game. Just we're gonna do something weird for a half hour. Just cause.
Just cause. And they do it. And they pull
And that's not to belittle Spider-Man's story or dialogue, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Spectacular.
Even. Yeah. But uncanny? I don't know, maybe. But just that sense of teamwork and all the the dialogue, the constant banter is really great. But Spidey obviously gameplay wise is way more polished, and they're both incredible games.
I mean,
for different
Guardians
reasons.
of the Galaxy is fairly linear. I mean, obviously there are divergent points,
right?
But you're not doing side quests in Guardians.
No. So
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's it.
Well, I guess so. You were going to say. Let's do this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and that's our show for this week. Thank you very much for listening. If you have a question for us or would like to comment on something you heard, you can direct that to @P1Podcast on the Twitters, or you can go to our internet website, player1podcast.com, where you can find blog entries about Sega CD stuff when Greg gets around to it.
Every now and then,
every now and again. You'll find Generation 16 episodes as they occur.
They are occurring slowly.
Okay. Gotcha. And you'll find show notes and links to all the things we talked about, and a link to our Discord server where you can discuss this episode with us and our other listeners.
Do you like got the Christmas decor going on
I
here?
see that, yeah.
We're getting
that.
We're getting all festive.
Good.
So it's we're very excited.
Festivus.
You can kind of see. Let me see here. If you look, if you're watching on the YouTube,
the gold Zelda cart.
I have a little, yeah. My little screwdriver here is pointing to. CJ is correct. The gold Zelda cart ornament that Hallmark put out last year.
Yeah,
I believe
something like that.
Yeah, that thing is really heavy. It is. I think it's just solid metal.
Solid gold.
Yep. It is. It's actual gold. Yeah, it's very, very heavy. It's like you could hurt someone
gold
with that ornament.
Yeah,
pyrite is. I'll tell you what, if you would like to subscribe to the Player One Podcast, you can do so by visiting player1podcast.com or by loading up your favorite podcast listening application. We're also on Stitcher Radio. We're on Spotify. You can like us on Facebook. You can watch video archives of our show on the youtubes.com/P1 podcast, or you can watch us live most weeks on the YouTubes, on the Twitters, the Facebooks, the Twitch.televisions. Follow our Twitter account, which is, of course, at P1 Podcast, to find out when we are doing our next live show. Typically, it is Sunday nights. It is at 5:30 specific time. So join us then. Or won't you? If you like what you've heard, and how could you, head over to patreon.com/P1 podcast. Throw a few shekels our way. If we get enough money banked, we're going to fly the three of us to the Wisconsin Dells, and we're going to do a Dell cast.
Oh my God, that almost sounds amazing.
We will.
Let's do it.
We'll camp out at one of the many fine campgrounds on Wisconsin Dells, and we'll do a tour. We'll do a Robot World live
think they have
stream.
Robot World anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't think they have it anymore. It's something else. I don't think Xanadu's there anymore either. I think they may have torn down the Foam House of Tomorrow. So we will go exploring the remnants of Wisconsin Dells with your Patreon dollars. We won't actually do.
No,
we won't.
Yeah,
okay. Maybe.
Possibly.
We'll talk about it after.
Okay.
We'll talk about it after the show.
But you know what? Your Patreon dollars do, of course, help keep the lights on here. It keeps us streaming every week. And if you are a Patreon friend of the $5 tier,
cheap,
you gain access to a special weekly bonus episode that we record right after this, where we play games, crack wise, having fun, doing all the stuff we can't do during the normal show. CJ, do we have a game for this week?
We do. It is a review game from Die Hard Game Fan magazine.
Oh boy.
December of 1992.
December of 92.
This is the second issue of Game Fan.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's that early. So
does this predate Super Nintendo? Super Nintendo was 90.
No,
Super Nintendo,
it does not.
It was 91.
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo was 91.
Nintendo was 91.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, we're well into the 16-bit era. So that
we are.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
That should be fun. If you want to,
especially if you like obscure Japanese imports.
Right now my mind is racing, trying to remember which ones they were.
Which ones Die Hard was trying to sell.
What were they hyped up about? Yeah, what were they trying to get rid of from the Die Hard Game Club physical store back in the day?
Magical Chase.
Oh man, if you bought a
that was
Magical
one of
Chase
them
back then.
That was one of them.
Magical Chase for the TurboGrafx. The big money game these days. That game did not get a wide release. But yeah, join us for that if you would like a taste of what these bonus shows are like. CJ, our dear friend, generous beyond his years, puts up an episode of that every one of the older episodes every Thursday on our regular podcast podcast stream. So you get a sample of what those are like. Hey, and if you have a couple bucks left over, head over to patreon.com/generation16 to help support Greg Stewart's outstanding, and it is outstanding, web series about North America's favorite runner-up, the Sega Genesis.
Thank you, Phil. And if you are a patron of the $5 per episode variety,
also cheap,
You get access to the weekly vlog called The Weekly Commute, where I usually sit still very safely in a room without moving. So Phil
Straps firmly tightened.
So Phil doesn't pull his dad voice on me.
Listen, no.
And tell you about how the new episode's going, all kinds of other stuff that are going on, and what I use for research, what I really think of Phil and CJ. It's the vlog that doctors don't want you to hear. So definitely tune in, and thank you for your support.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I suppose that's it. CJ?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Phil.
Of course. Gregory?
Yo.
Thank you as well.
Thank you, Philip.
And of course, thank you, our wonderful, wonderful listeners, every single one of you. Please remember, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, your family, your friends. Get shots, wear masks, do all that stuff you got to do. Stay safe, please. And we hope to see you next week. Toodaloos.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.